actually don't know why, but few things make me more uncomfortable than wearing a t-shirt in a video. I don't know what it is, but I just don't like it. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a redo of one of my most popular videos of all time, and I did it this time last year actually, and it was an assumptions video. I watched that one back the other day and I was like, wow, okay, a lot has changed since then, and I feel like I didn't cover all of the assumptions that I was given, and I was like, right, today is the day to do another one, answer your assumptions, but this time I did it on Twitter and not Instagram. I'll link my Twitter on the screen if you don't follow me on there. I mean, you're really not missing out on much, but go follow me anyway, because I might be doing questions for a video at some point. So before I start, I just wanted to say that this weekend was Summer in the City, and this is the first video that I'm filming since Summer in the City, hence why I'm wearing a t-shirt. And I just wanted to say the biggest thank you of all time for honestly one of the best weekends of my life. I've gone to Summer in the City 4 years now, and this year just blew all of the other ones out of the water. I was so overwhelmed and so grateful for all of you guys' support, the letters, and hearing face to face like how much the videos that I've uploaded, especially in the last couple of months, have really helped people. Honestly, I've been crying on and off since the day. Like, I am just a mess, and I just wanted to say the biggest thank you ever, and I'm so grateful, and I cannot wait for winter in the city. Yes, I'm going to be at winter in the city. Nothing's really confirmed yet, but like, it's in Birmingham, so even if I have to buy a ticket, I will be there. Like, I got you girls. I know a lot of you were wondering this weekend where my outfits and things were from, and I'm not gonna lie to you, like, I really did try and put some effort into my outfits this weekend, and so many of you were like, oh my god, like, where are they from? Like, can you link us the clothes? And I'm pleased to tell you that this video is actually in collaboration with one of my favourite apps, which is 21 Buttons. So if you're like me and you're usually dying to know where people have bought clothes from, then 21 Buttons is literally the best app for that. I have a profile on 21 Buttons, and basically what I do is I'll upload photos of me and my outfits, and I'll tag each individual item so that you can literally go on the app, click on an item and buy it straight from there without having to ask where it's from. It will all just be on there. You can discover new brands, you can look at other influencers and see what they're wearing, you can save your favourite items into your own profile so that you can go back and check them. You'll also find photos on there that I will not have posted on any other social media, so if you want to see where my clothes are from, 21 Buttons is definitely the place to be. I've uploaded all of my outfits from this weekend and a couple of exclusive photos that aren't anywhere else onto the 21 Buttons app, so if you want to download it, give it a try, get inspired, make some new looks, buy some new clothes, then I will link everything that you possibly need down below. I cannot recommend this app enough, and the amount of clothes that I've got because of 21 Buttons is something else. And if you do download it, be sure to follow me on there, because I will be posting loads more looks over the summer. I want to go back to university and I do haul videos and things, so absolutely, if you haven't followed me already, go do it now. So without further ado, let's get on to see what all of you lovely people assume about me. So the first assumption is from, I don't even know how you say that name. Your parents pay for everything, otherwise you wouldn't have gotten as far as you would have, and you're stuck up. So number one, my parents actually don't really pay for anything for me at all anymore. Obviously when I was younger, like, we go on holiday and stuff, but now I am pretty much, no, not even pretty much, like, I pay for everything that I buy, every holiday that I go on, every item of clothing that I wear. Wow. I literally pay for everything that I own. The only thing I don't pay for is rent to, like, live at home, because obviously, like, I'm still living at home technically, but yeah, I pay for literally everything else. My mom, I genuinely cannot remember the last time my mom gave me money. Like, I'm very lucky that my job pays for pretty much everything myself. And in terms of being stuck up, I wouldn't say I'm stuck up. I'm pretty chill. Like, I mean, obviously it's not for me to judge whether I'm stuck up, but I wouldn't, that's not one of the adjectives I would use to describe myself, no. Molly assumes that I would be disappointed if I got anything other than a first at the end of my degree, and this would be a correct assumption, and I don't want people to think that I sound like an arsehole. I probably am going to sound like an arsehole to some people, but at the end of the day, like, that is why I'm doing my, like, I want to come out with a first because I want to work hard and I want my grades to reflect the work that I've put in. I'm not saying that a 2-1 is bad, and like, if I got a 2-1, I would not be like absolutely devastated, of course not, but I'm going to work towards a first. Like, that's what I want, and that's what I got this year. That's what, like, I've always just wanted, because academics means a lot to me, and I haven't gone this far to, like, not keep pushing to, like, do well. yeah. Katie says, you feel more pressure to get high exam results because you know you've got such a big online presence. Oh my god, yeah, so this is a really tricky one, because for me, I feel like a lot of the pressure is internal. Like, I know for a fact that if I came on this channel and I didn't get like the top results one year, none of you would particularly care, and I don't think that any of you would judge me, and I don't think that any of you would make any horrible comments or anything like that. I think a lot of the pressure is just from me, you know, like, because like I've always just wanted to do well. But at the same time, like this year especially, when it looked very likely that I wasn't even going to be sitting my exams, let alone getting the results that I ended up getting, at that really low sort of like 6-week period, I was literally like, how am I going to tell everybody? Like, are they going to stop watching me? And I realised that there's like a real big subconscious image of myself that I have in my head that's very much like, I'm Eve, I get good results. And I think that a lot of pressure comes from having been on social media for a long time. But I wouldn't say that the pressure comes from you guys per se, it more comes from my image and like the sort of online presence that I've curated subconsciously or consciously over the years. Like, does that make sense? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so yes and no. Holly assumes that I have imposter syndrome. So for those of you who don't know what imposter syndrome is, it's kind of like a big thing at Oxford and Cambridge, I think, but I think you can really get it anywhere, like where you feel like you don't really deserve to be like where you are and studying what you're studying. And I really struggled with this in the first like couple of terms. I was just like, I felt so out of my depth, and I was like, I just don't deserve to be here. And I can't really put my finger on why, because I mean realistically I did deserve to be there. Like, I'd put the effort in and I got the grades, but there's something about the Oxford environment that makes you feel like you're somehow behind everybody else all the time. I can't really explain it. After getting my results, I feel like the imposter syndrome thing is kind of like, I can't really feel it now, because it would be like, well, what is there to feel? Because I feel like I proved to myself that I can do it this year, and that like I do deserve to be there. And like, it's a difficult one, but I do think there's always just this sense of like, oh my god, there's people out there that are more deserving of a place here than me, that you can never really shake. And I don't know, so yeah, I don't know if I have imposter syndrome. That's a difficult one. The next one is, you're worried what your future bosses would think of your online presence. Yes and no. Again, I feel like these are really difficult today. Like, these are like really hard assumptions. Yes, in that like, obviously from like videos when I was like 14, generally just chatting shit, I do worry, but also I don't worry, because I feel like my platform has always been to influence people for good. Like, my videos are always like advice or like helping people out, and there's nothing really offensive in them. There's nothing that could really like raise any eyebrows. And I know for a fact that if I went to a job interview, like, this channel would be something that I would bring up with quite a lot of pride, because I feel like it's had a real tangible impact, and it also shows that I'm capable of like running my own business as well, essentially. I'm capable of managing my finances. I'm capable of like meeting deadlines, which I've been doing for like 5 years. I'm capable of balancing lots of different things. So no, I don't think so, because I feel like my online presence is something that I should really be proud of. But I do really struggle with being embarrassed about my online presence, like with my friends, like my in real life friends. Like, I post on my Instagram story quite a lot, obviously, because it's my job, and then I'm literally sat there like thinking, oh my god, they're gonna think I fancy myself some sort of goddess or something. But that's an issue for another day. Sarah asks, you're unsure whether the degree that you picked is the right degree for you. I honestly like was so close to doing Spanish and English, and I'm so glad that I didn't in the end. I think that my degree is definitely the right degree for me. I think the amount of literature in the course at Oxford means that I feel like I'm kind of still studying English lit and also doing German and also doing Spanish, and I really like my degree, and I don't really know what else I would do other than that. So no, I think my degree is the right one for me. So Phoebe assumes that I read a lot for fun, not degree rated / necessary. I actually really don't. It's something that I get quite sad about a lot, actually. Like, when I finished my exams this year, I decided I was going to take like a month and a half like completely off academics and just read, and I only read 2 books that whole time, and I just find myself gravitating more towards television shows or just sitting on my phone, and I hate that. But I think because I read so much for my degree, I just really struggle to read for fun. I used to be such a bookworm, and now honestly I can't remember the last time I like wanted to read a book. So yeah, that's sad, but I assume when I like graduate or when I'm on my year abroad, it'll be cute. Daniel says, you think Oxford is a better university than Cambridge? Of course I do. I go to Oxford, and like Oxford always thinks that they're better than Cambridge, and Cambridge always thinks that they're better than Oxford. I personally think that they both have their merits and they both have their drawbacks. I prefer Oxford as a place, but I know that Cambridge has better courses for like some subjects. So I wouldn't say that Oxford's a better university, but I'd say that it's like a better university for me, if that makes sense. Mark says, your fear of bad results is more based on letting people down than limiting your options for the future. Oof! Oof! I've been attacked. I've been directly attacked. I've been hit. I've been hit. I've been hit. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, realistically, like, if I'd have got like ABB at my A-levels, I would have gone to Edinburgh. I would probably do like well still in my life. Like, I don't think me getting bad results has ever been like, oh my god, I'm gonna fail my future. I literally think it's just like, I feel like if I get bad results, I'm not living up to what everyone expects of me. So yeah, that's a sad one, but it's very true. Chloe says, you care for others more than yourself. I wouldn't say this is necessarily true. Like, I obviously do care about myself, like, and I try and look after myself, but I do find myself sometimes so wrapped up in other people's problems and trying to help other people that I forget to look after myself. That happened a lot this year, and it's something that I'm quite prone to doing. Like, if someone else has got an issue, I'll just try and help them, because then I don't have to deal with my own problems. If that makes sense, I don't know. Eva says, you wonder what would have happened if you'd have stuck with your science route. So if you didn't know, I was very much set on doing like physics, maths and further maths. Lol. At GCSE, no, at A-level, and I don't know if I would say I don't really wonder what would have happened, because I think I definitely picked the right route for me. I honestly now like couldn't imagine me sat working in a lab or as a research scientist or whatever. I mean, I'd be intrigued to see what had happened. I think I would have probably got the same grades, and like I would have like probably gone to a similar university, but I don't know. I'm not really that curious, because I feel like I made the right decision. If I feel like I've made a wrong decision, I would have been more curious. Zuzi says, you secretly wish you hadn't started YouTube. This is one that I can wholeheartedly say is not true. Like, honestly, I sit and think all the freaking time about what my life would be like if I didn't do YouTube. Like, it actually scares me. I wouldn't have met loads of my best friends. I wouldn't have travelled the places that I've travelled. I probably wouldn't have actually got the grades that I did, because I feel like YouTube pushed me, like, because of everything I've said already, that YouTube pushed me to do well. I dread to think, and I honestly feel like my quality of life is so much better because of YouTube, and I dread to think what would have happened if I hadn't have done it. Chelsea says, you don't like people who are not as smart as you. I literally cannot stress enough how much this is not true. I don't really know how you can measure like who is smarter and who is not, because just because I get good exam results doesn't mean that I'm necessarily that smart. Like, I could just be a really hard worker, and I know a lot of people who are like more intelligent than me and like more street smart and whatever. But even if someone didn't get the same grades as me, like, it's just not really something that factors in my friendships at all. Like, I just don't care. I care about my academics, but quite frankly, if someone doesn't put priority on academics, it doesn't make me any less likely to be their friend. So no, I would say. This isn't an assumption, but it's a good question, and I may as well put it in. What's your biggest pet peeve? A lot of you assume that my biggest pet peeve is like people that are not as smart as me, which I just don't really understand, because I don't really get how that can be a pet peeve. My actual biggest pet peeve is just like uncertainty. Basically, like, if anyone leaves me in the dark about anything, or is just not clear with me, or just leaves me wondering about things, it honestly annoys me so much. Like, I would much rather be like someone's just upfront with me and gets things done, rather than leaving me sat in the dark like I don't know what I'm doing. It's literally my biggest pet peeve with anything, any part of life. If anyone leaves me in the dark, I'm like, stop it, stop it. Esther says, you hate disappointing people. I literally can't, like, it's my biggest fear. Like, I really hate it. Like, I'm a Capricorn. I know that a lot of you probably don't believe in star signs and things, but I'm a Capricorn, and I'm quite a reliable, well, no, I pride myself in being like one of the most reliable people that I know. Like, if I say I will do something, like, I will do it, and I will do it to the best of my ability. I really don't like letting people down. I don't do it very often because I'm just so scared of it. Like, if it happens, it's always completely by accident. But if someone like makes an off comment, or if like I literally, oh my god, it plays on my mind for days, for years, whatever. Yeah, I don't like disappointing people, even though people seem to like disappointing me. The next one's really interesting. I think the camera's moved, guys, but I'm sorry, but this one's really, really interesting. You only listen to Billy Joel and the Mamma Mia soundtrack. Actually, so like, I mean, I do listen to Billy Joel and I do listen to Mamma Mia. I actually haven't listened to Mamma Mia in a while, but I actually don't. Like, I listen to quite a lot of songs. I have such a varied music taste. I love Panic at the Disco, I love Billy Joel, but I also really like Rex Orange County. I've really been listening to like Carlo a lot recently, like Dua Lipa. Like, I'll listen to a bit of everything. Be sure to follow me on Spotify, by the way. Oh my god, my Spotify is just my name, and I'll link it down below, but I make a playlist every month with the songs that I'm listening to that month, so you should like go follow. But if you look at this month's playlist, it's got like Never Miss a Beat by the Kaiser Chiefs, How Do You Sleep by Sam Smith, Mad Love by Mabel, Sacrifice by Elton John, Easier by 5 Seconds of Summer, Kiss the Girl from The Little Mermaids, Cosmic Love by Florence and the Machine, Truth Hurts by Lizzo, Loving Is Easy by Rex Orange County, Lab Book Grow by AJ Tracy, It's the Hyperman Set, Sunflower, What You Know by Two Door Cinema Stop. Like, I literally listen to such a wide range of music, so I wouldn't say that I specifically just listen to Billy Joel, no. You don't post as much about drinking on the sesh anymore because you think it ruins your study tube presence. This is a really interesting one because if you look at like this time last year and like when I first started uni, obviously like I was vlogging like when I was going out on the sesh and whatever, and I posted it on my main story. I don't do that anymore, not because I like don't, like, I know that you guys know that I go out, like I go out quite a lot, and like so do like a lot of other study tubers. I just don't put it on there because I have like my own personal platforms that I can put that on rather than spamming you with it when you're coming to me for like study tube content, if you know what I mean. So like Summer in the City, for example, if you watch any of the vlogs, like the girls have not really put that much of our nights out in because we have like personal. Sorry guys, the camera has almost definitely moved because my battery died, which is really frigging annoying. I've tried to put it back to where it was, but I know that it's like low-key like not the same place now, but sorry about it. You guys know that I go out, you guys know that I drink, but I just feel the need to like not put it on my main social medias because I just feel like that's not what you're here to see, and I respect that that's not what you're here to see. So those are all the questions I'm going to answer today. This was a really fun video to film, and I think the assumptions were like kind of better than last time, so I'm really glad about that. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a massive thumbs up and comment down below like what videos you want to see from me, because I've got absolutely no clue what else to film other than like, obviously I've got my university videos coming, like don't worry about that, but like I just need other video ideas. So be sure to comment some video ideas down below. And don't forget that if you want to download 21 Buttons and you haven't already, I will put everything that you need to do that in the description down below. It's a great app. Definitely recommend. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, if you like. Oh my god, I'm Jack Edwards, and I'll see you very soon with another new video. Bye guys. Mwah.